This lesson is 4.6. I can construct functions. And whoops, you can't read that. And then let's talk about slope-intercept form again. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. But we have to remember that m is the slope, but also in story problems it's the rate of change. So m is our rate of change in a story problem. And b is our y-intercept, but in a story problem we say it's the initial value, or the starting value. So our first example says a shoe store offers free points when you sign up for their rewards card. Then for each pair of shoes purchased, you earn an additional number of points. The graph shows the total points earned for several pairs of shoes. Find and interpret the rate of change in initial value, then write an equation in slope-intercept form to represent the situation. So initial value is the same thing as the y-intercept. I can see in my graph that the graph crosses the y-axis at, if I extend it, 30 points. So the initial value is 30, but we have to interpret it. So we have to say what it means in the story problem. So 30 points is the free points you get when you sign up for the rewards card. So it's 30 free points that you get just for signing up. Just for then we have to find the rate of change. The rate of change is the same thing as the slope. So we find 2 points where it crosses through it goes through the corner of the graph paper at the lattice points. And I see it's going up 10 points for every, no, it's going up 30 points, sorry, for every 2 pairs of shoes. So if I simplify that, that's 15 points for 1 shoe. So you earn 15 points per shoe purchased. So now that I have my rate of change and my initial value, I can write an equation in slope-intercept form. Oops, I meant to zoom out. So we're going to use y equals mx plus b. M is the rate of change, so in this case it's 15. X plus the b is the initial value, so 30. Example 2 says Music Inc. charges a yearly subscription fee plus a monthly fee. The total cost for different numbers of months, including the yearly fee, is shown in the graph. Find and interpret the rate of change in initial value, then write an equation to represent the situation. So the rate of change, again, is the slope. So if I go from this point to this point, it's going up $3 to the right 1, and I used the 115 and the 218 to notice that it's going up 3 from 15 to 18, to the right 1 from 1 to 2. So the rate of change is it's charging you $3 per month. And if we go backwards to 0 months, I can see that it'd go back $3, so it'd be $12. So the initial value is that $12 yearly fee. You pay $12 a year no matter how long you use the subscription, and then $3 every month after that. So now that I have the rate of change in initial value, I can say the equation is y equals 3x plus 12. Example 3 says the table shows how much money Ava has saved. Assume the relationship between the two quantities is linear. Find and interpret the rate of change in initial value, then write, that is the wrong kind of write. Write an equation to represent the situation. So I can find the rate of change in the table by doing change in y over change in x. The money saved is increasing by $20 every month. And the number of months is increasing by 1. So I know that she's saving $1 every month. Or sorry, $20 every month. So the rate of change, I'm going to do ROC for rate of change, is Ava saves $20 per month. And then the initial value is not in the table. So last time I had you extend the table back to 0. Today I'm going to have you do something a little bit different, and I'm going to use the equation. So I know I'm going to write an equation in slope-intercept form, so y equals mx plus b. I know m is 20. I just figured that out. So I plugged in 20 for m. I can pick any point in the table. Let's choose this one, and I'm going to plug in x and y. So I'm going to replace y with 110. And then I'm going to replace x, whoops, I shouldn't have written x. I'm going to replace this x with a 3 because x was 3 when y was 110. Then I'm going to solve for b. So 110 equals 60 plus b. So if I subtract 60 from each side, I know that b must be $50. So my initial value means Ava started with $50. And then I'm not going to write the equation. You're going to write the equation for this situation and put it in the submission box. So for your submission for this video, you're writing the equation for the situation now that we have the rate of change and the initial value.